Replicon Radio is brought to you in part by Lex, the Hexmaster, and the Shadow Army.
Yeah.
What is up?
Yo,
y'all?
yo. Hello.
We are live. We're kicking it.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
Monday.
What's popping? What's going on? How you doing? How you living?
Corn was popping earlier.
I just smell it.
Oh, so good.
Shout out to the motherfucking sponsor, Lex the Hexmaster again. Hell yeah. What is up, man?
The volume on that background track, bro.
Is it up?
Yeah. I think we...
It's like almost on... Almost
well,
off.
I'm listening to the feedback of it. Because I listened to our stuff last week, and it it's loud. It's loud.
So,
turn it down.
Well, for people that listen to it, like, oh my God, there's the background track.
it's finally here, P.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it is Monday. We are live.
Yeah.
Welcome to Replicon Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
On tonight's show, we have...
Too Tough Tony.
Not
me. Another Tony.
He's a wrestler.
Yeah, he do the wrestling.
In the JCW.
He's still active, isn't he? I think he is.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, there's no insult on him. I don't watch wrestling, so it's no disrespect.
I don't know if he still does. I mean, he does wrestle.
I mean, I'm sure we'll find out tonight.
I'm not sure if he.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Wrestles every time they do, but if there's a challenge, I'm sure he doesn't back down from it because he's Too Tough Tony, man. Too Tough Tony don't back down from nobody.
Yeah. Damn, Malenko, shut up.
Right.
It's been a minute since we had a dog barking in the background. Shut up.
As soon as that driver leaves, she'll stop.
Yeah.
That ain't get away from the door. It's drive away.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, she's like that. She's crazy.
Yeah, she's usually pretty calm unless she wants to go outside.
Right. Yeah, then she starts her little whine.
Oh, look at that. He got his pizza.
But yeah, we have Too Tough Tony on tonight. Actually coming up here in a little bit. We have some history stuff to talk about later on if we
got
have
some
time.
pizza.
P got some pizza.
Holy fuck, man.
P got some holy pizza fuck.
Sorry about that, guys.
Was quite
the dog was probably fucking intense because I wanted to kill it upstairs.
Yeah, she won't stop barking until he gets in the car and drives away.
Yeah, it doesn't normally happen. I was normally I eat before the show, but I was late today because my car decided to not start at the gas station.
Which is always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should probably look into getting a new car.
I did. It's brand new.
Well, get a newer brand new car.
I got a 2020. Come on, man.
Yeah, get that 21, baby.
Isn't it ironic that a Spark doesn't have a spark to light the engine?
All right. Stupid. Couldn't get the spark.
Damn. But, it's so damn literal.
But it's all good. We're here now. We're doing it.
I'm looking at new cars, too.
New cars.
Did you ever hit up that guy that car that I sent over in the chat? That Trailblazer I showed you last week?
Yeah, no, I called him. He said somebody already came and drove it away.
Yeah, they took it from that pile and put it in the next one, considerably smaller.
Right. Sorry, somebody come by and picked it up.
Yeah.
Madness.
It sat there for a couple of days though, man. You lost out.
I did, man. Could you picture me rolling in that?
Yeah. Well, it couldn't do any more damage.
Fuck no. That's what you put in the demolition.
Yeah.
It was already in the demolition.
It was.
Yeah, you just throw another engine in it and run it in another demolition.
Yeah, I gotta.
There you go.
Yeah, that was in the scrapyard that I got to drive through to unload my truck.
Hell yeah.
Yes. So I see quite a few interesting things over there.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
I am looking at a new car though.
Dope.
I thought I was gonna have one.
I was looking at a new car too until it decided not to be new anymore. But hey, it got me back. It got me on my tripping back. At least I didn't have it in Detroit.
I'm pretty sure that car's made you a considerable amount of money.
Yeah, but not enough to give up on it yet.
You're the one that's trying to trade it in, get new.
Right.
I mean, if someone just, if I could just do like an even trade or something. Like, here's my 2020. Let me get a 21, same car.
Here, have a piece of pizza. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
No upcharge.
He's had a rough go at things the last couple hours, folks.
It's all good though. But yeah, I was gonna. We don't have a lot of time before our guests. I know we got a lot of shit, so I wanted to tell you guys about my fun trip.
We don't want to hear about it.
Well, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to 1,000 other people that do.
Hi.
They don't want to hear it either.
Hi, you guys.
They do. They do.
I believe they do. I do.
But I was gonna go. It's gonna be like a super fast story since we don't have a lot of time.
You have 28 minutes. Or 27.
Yeah, and I gotta sneak a couple pieces of pizza in between. Okay.
Or you could just hit him with a break.
Hurry up with the story and then we'll talk.
Hit him with. Well, that's the problem. The fuck. Goddamn it. Anyway. So I went to Detroit. If you guys didn't know that, that's where I went.
Yeah.
I did. To be a contestant on the Juggalo Family Feud.
Come on down.
And it was
Closest without going over.
I don't even think any of those were on the family.
None of that was. Yeah. But
I'm Steve Harvey. We got another good one for you today.
There you go.
I'm your man, Steve Harvey, and we got another good one.
So
for
originally, Juggalo, it was supposed to be. There was 3 sets of teams, right? So it was you and 4 friends, right? Is that right? 4.
Yeah.
And then the
3. Yeah, 4 people or 5 total.
5. Counting with my fingers.
I think he had 4 minus the celebrity.
Yeah. 3 and you.
Yeah. So
And
you and 3 friends, and then it was gonna be Jay on one team, Shaggy on the other. That was the original thing.
That didn't happen.
Well, in true ICP fashion, Shaggy didn't make it to the event.
What?
Well, that's really in Jay fashion, but someone didn't make it. But yeah, Shaggy wasn't there.
What?
So obviously you can't, if you're a Juggalo and you get a team and one guy gets Jay on his team and you get Jump Steady, you're getting the bone. So instead of putting Jay on someone's team, they made Jay the host. And then you got either Jump Steady or Manny. You guys probably aren't familiar with Manny because you haven't been watching the streams, but he's a wrestler and he's basically he does a lot of driving and stuff for him. He's been in a lot of them because he always drives Shaggy. Yeah. He's a cool guy. I'm not like dissing on him. Just if you weren't familiar with him before, you definitely are. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Because
I didn't know who he was before because I don't really watch wrestling like that. But so anyway, the first round was not us. It was some other team, but we were in there clowning, having a good time. Obviously, everything was late. I started my trip late because I had to take my mom to the doctor in the morning, but before I left and wait for her because she couldn't drive afterward. So I hit the road at 11 a.m. I was supposed to be at Psychopathic in Detroit at 8.
Ooh.
Made it right on time. Drove straight through. After, you know what I'm saying? It was a long drive.
What, you didn't have to stop pee?
I stopped once.
Oh, fuck.
I may or may not have peed in the car a couple times. In the cup.
But
I technically only stopped once, and that's because I needed gas and pee. So yeah, it was an adventure. It was a lonely adventure. I was like, I'm in a fucking hurry, you know. I don't want to be late and shit. My team had changed a couple times along the way. Some people couldn't make it, yada yada yada. So whatever. So it ended up being PJ was always in it. My homeboy PJ. Shout out to PJ. Rappromos.net.
Shout out.
And then the homeboy Dallas.
Shout out.
And then the homeboy Andy Sherman came through.
Shout out.
Shermanator.
Yeah. So as soon as I got there, everyone was already there. It was time to go. Well, technically, not Psychopathic time, but what they said. So, PJ the Jaeger man was like, "Come on, man, let's do a shot." I'm like, "Okay." I just drove fucking 8 hours. I could use a shot. I'm not trying to get drunk. I haven't even checked in my hotel yet.
Man, trying to fall asleep.
We're gonna be here like 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, let's pump it up a little. It took so fucking long. We ended up killing a fifth of Jaeger because we had to wait so long. But that's besides the point.
Oopsies.
But it was fun. We had a lot of fun, man. Like we were all sitting on couches where like the game show was. Like I had pictures I had posted earlier, but it's like we got to watch, the first round, and we were just clowning like, because Rob he's like super serious about anything that's a game. So he kept being like, "No, that's not." We're like, "Oh God, don't get robbed." # don't get robbed. Like we started a whole deal.
So he wanted to be ran just like they do on the TV.
Well, to an extent, yeah. But he just he was super competitive about it. Like, "No, that's not right. That's not right." Like with argument with the judges in the background. We didn't know who they were, but we found. It's just people that work for the company. It had nothing to do with them. would be like, no, that's, you know what I mean, like surveys, you know, whatever. Like if so, like somebody said, I can't remember what they said. Like
Survey says,
you know, it's like somebody said ninja, and the actual answer was what up ninja, and they're like, that's not it. And they're like, yeah, that's it. Shut up.
Yeah, it's got the word ninja in it.
Yeah,
it's good.
But it was fun. We were just clowning.
I would count it good, but
yeah, I can't remember.
I'm not counting it.
There was some stuff.
Send it back.
Send it back. But anyway, man, it was fun, and then it was our turn to go up, and we like, I'll have to show you guys like the whole thing. I clipped part of it, but obviously it's their thing they get paid to do. So, but it was fun. We did. I mean, Violent J was the host, so he's over there fucking with us, right? And he's like, oh, Replicon, huh? You guys look like a bunch of horny lumberjacks or some shit. And then we kept losing. Like, we lost the first 3 rounds.
Jesus Christ.
We ended up winning in the end. Okay, spoiler alert. But we lost the first. He's like, keep your chin up. All 13 of them. We're like, fuck you, man. Like, it was fun, though. And he kept calling me freaky penis, and it was ridiculous. But,
Yes.
Yeah, it's silly. As hell,
Freaky
man.
penis.
But we had a good time. It was super fun. Just, you know, there's always up there shooting the shit. Yeah, like I said, we got to the third. I guess it's the third or fourth, whatever it is triple points. So we ended up taking that round, which technically put us in the lead, but didn't give us enough points to win. So then we had to do like a final round. So whoever won that won. It was one question, one answer.
It's a playoff round.
Yeah, and we won. Shout out to PJ. Well, shout out to the
sudden death.
Shout out to the I don't want to say dumb, but the dumb girl who didn't know the answer.
Stupid.
There's one answer on the board, right? Whoever gets it wins.
Yeah.
What's something alarming your boss would say to you?
You're fired.
You're pregnant, is what she said.
What?
She hit the buzzer first and said, I'm pregnant.
Okay.
And PJ was just like,
that's what your boss would tell you? You got problems.
Yeah, PJ's just like, you're fired? Like, because he even later, he was like, based on her answer, I wasn't sure if I even heard the question right. Right? Because it was obvious. It's obvious.
Right.
Like, it's the fuck else could it be? So, yeah, we won because of that.
If your boss comes up to you and tells you that you're pregnant, I'm pregnant, you got issues.
Right.
You should probably not be working there.
Like, or yeah.
Yeah, my boss is all the dirt.
Or it's yours.
I don't think her ovaries
I mean, clearly then it's it's your baby.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, no.
But it was dope, man. It was fun. We, like I said, we won. Only thing we won was like the $30 hatchet charms.
Yeah.
They couldn't
The
get the
gold
200 points in the bonus round.
Well, then we did the bonus round. That was the next round. So we went to that.
It's on the bumper.
Oh god. And Andy went up first. You know, when they had to like hide us in the back or whatever because you can't hear the answers. Which was probably the saddest part of my whole trip.
Did they give you earmuffs?
No, they took us way far away.
Oh.
Like way far away.
They put you outside the parking lot?
They took us to the Lotus Pod.
Yeah.
Which is the most depressing place I've ever been now because it's empty. Like, because they're moving. The building got sold.
Yeah.
So, like, I've been there before when it was the Lotus Pod.
With the heyday.
Now it's a room that used to be called the Lotus Pod that has, like, 2 posters left on the wall. And it was just like, oh, man. Like, it was super sad to see.
Did you see the Replicon awards in there?
There's nothing in there. There's literally nothing in there.
They already threw those away.
There's nothing in there.
Threw them in the fire.
There's 2 things that, like, I say posters, but they're part of the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there used to be, like, hundreds of things in there. There used to be sound equipment in there. None of it's in there. It's just the shell of a room.
Look at the tile on the floor. I can see it now.
But then then it was my turn, and I basically we could have won $200, and I didn't win. It was my fault. Andy got 100 points. All I needed was 100 points, and I got 91.
Damn.
But we were on the same page. Like, we said the same answer. Like, I obviously I didn't hear him, but later, like, we said the same shit. And almost there, all of them were like, if I would have went first, then I'd have been like, yeah, I got 100, bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I've never done that in real life. You know what I mean? I just watch people play it. But
It's
when you say the answer, you did it good, and then they tell you because it's already been said. You're like, oh fuck, what do I say now?
Right.
I don't have enough time for this. But it was fun. It didn't matter, man. It was super fun. Like, I shared the pic of like, man, he was holding up the shirt. He's like, yeah. And then at the end, man, I had like, I didn't know who was gonna be on my team.
Yeah.
So I was like, I brought a big shirt and a little less big of a shirt. They're both big shirts. I was like, fuck it. Jay was like, hyping us up and shit during the show, and like he's like, oh, that's fresh, yo. You know what I mean? Like he was giving a shit, but then also being cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, here, bro. He's like, for real? oh shit! And then right then the cameras came back on to end the show because they didn't have enough time to get to the third set of teams.
Yeah.
So like they didn't get to play at all, and he was held that motherfucker up. Was like Replicon Radio, RepliconRadio.com, and the Jumpsteady's just like, yeah, those guys are dumb. Like
we know better.
Well, he did. You know what I mean? He was trying to say bye, and Jay was like, watch it. But it was super dope.
So who was on your team? Oh, you said
Andy, Dallas, and PJ.
No, the celebrity was
Manny.
Manny.
Yeah, Manny. Which worked out good because we got to talk shit to Jumpsteady.
You guys were probably pissing him off, weren't you?
Most likely, yeah. Well, because we had already started hashtag Don't Get Robbed, but it wasn't our team.
You lucky Hack didn't come
You know
out.
what I'm saying? Like,
lucky Hack Benjamin didn't come out with that shotgun.
Hack Benjamin's gonna come get me. So here, so while we're there, I don't want to. I mean, I'm throwing the dude on the bus, but I don't want to. If you know who he is, you know who he is. If you don't know who he is, then I'm not gonna tell you his name. But homeboy that working there, who's friends with a lot of friends of mine, who were also there. Me and PJ were like, well, we gotta come up here for the concert Saturday. You know what I mean? Because we were going to Unwelcome Fest, which the laws in Michigan said the venues have to be closed by 10. Right?
Right.
Well, ICP's warehouse is not a venue. They don't have laws.
Correct.
That show doesn't start till 9. And there's a bunch of openers. So we're like, cool. Well, that shit's going to end at 10. We're going to come here and we're going to the show. Right? And I was like, dope. He's like, yeah, let's do it. Well, PJ's drunk and decides he's going to ask permission. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like, so he asked homeboy, who I'm not going to say his name, like, hey, dude, what do you think about that? He's like, well, I'm the door guy, so I think you guys are probably good to go. I'm like, oh, shit. Really? He's like, yeah, no worries. Come on up. Fuck yeah. Sweet. Now we don't have to worry about trying to sneak in.
Right.
Right? So then he even said something to Manny. As we were leaving, Manny was leaving, and he said it to him. I was like, well, you already got permission. Why are you asking more people, bro? But whatever. It worked the first time. And he's like, well, I don't really have any say in that. He's like, but if I see anybody mess with you or something, I got you. It's like, dope. Okay? This is part of this. You guys remember these things for the end of the story.
I already know where this is going.
I do too. I got a feeling.
I'm always on the other end.
I guess I'll fast forward.
Usually things don't end good.
Actually, no, I'm not going to fast forward. So anyway, the rest of the trip I can tell you about. Like, we ended up partying. Obviously that night we were partying with a bunch of juggalos and shit. Juggalo things happen.
So you're at the concert. Juggalo going on.
Well, no, we weren't on the show yet. This is the
okay.
Family Feud. So like the rest of the week was like it was just kind of kicking it with people. Like a bunch of friends. Like Dallas. Me and Dallas went and hung out. Me and Andy hung out for a whole fucking day. Went to lunch, dinner. A.X.E the Grizzly came and hung out. We all just got fucking drunk till 5 a.m. just talking. You know what I mean? Just catching up. Like nothing fun to tell story wise, but it was a damn good time for me and like everybody's hanging out with my friends.
Good memories.
Yeah. So then Saturday rolls around after 3 nights of drinking, yada yada yada, and having fun. So we get ready for Unwelcome. Well, PJ wanted to go meet the Green Ranger. He was in town doing a signing. So we were kind of just bumming around, waiting our turn because we had a line ticket.
Yeah.
Which we never got the turn. It went so long. So we got set up for Unwelcome Fest. We went out there. He had the tickets guy. He had a booth set up to sell his energy drinks that he's sponsoring now. And so I just was filming all the sets and shit for the channel. So you guys can go watch all that. The Homeboy, Zitro, Histio, Bakelo, Troubled Minds, Big Hoodoo, and then Sawed Off set all up on the channel. That was just a fun time, seeing more friends. Insane E in the house. I finally got to see Mikey, Trey Pound. We tried to kick it all week and never got around to it, and there he was at the show.
Hey,
tons of people just kicking it. You know what I mean? We're just having fun, having a good time. Concert was dope as hell. It was nice to be in a concert, you know. So then that one's over. We're on our way to Psychopathic. It was me, PJ, and Dallas. Dallas was like, well, I want to come. I'm like, I don't see what the problem would be. Well, boys, we're good. You know what I mean? And he was like, well, if not, then I don't live that far, you know. And it was his birthday at midnight. So we go there. We stroll up to the door. Obviously, got security and shit this time because you're not supposed to have phones. So, like, they took my phone, told me to take it to the car. So I took my phone. We took our phones back to the car, came back. This dude at the door just starts yelling at us. Same guy from before. I was like, no, you guys are good. Scream, what's your name? What's the email? You got an email? You got to have a fucking email. I'm like, bro, you clearly know we don't have why are you screaming? Like, what's happening right now? You know what I mean? Like, because I assume some shit went down and he probably got in trouble or something, which is understandable. But why are you pointing me? Like, why are you yelling and pointing though? Like, you could have been like, "Hey, bro, sorry, some shit went down. You guys can't just."
I'm pretty sure I've had this exact thing happen when I was on the list.
Yeah.
By some other people we're not gonna name.
I believe it. So yeah, but anyway, I'm like, so he's like, you can't fucking come in. You can't. I was like, dude, we don't like. You're yelling at me. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, so we're not on the fucking. We don't have an email. You told us we could come here. You did. He's like, no, you can't come in. You can't come in. You can't come in. And PJ's just like, fuck you. You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So then we walked back around the other side where the car was.
I don't think you were like, cool, whatever. I'm pretty sure there was a couple fuck yous out of you to him too.
Maybe, I don't know. But like, he was hella mad. I was just like, whatever, we're getting in this bitch. Just not this door, I guess. So then PJ's like, PJ's been there a million times. I feel bad. I'm calling him out, but he didn't actually do it. I did. So we walk around to the back. He's like, dude, you can bend this gate. I'm like, you can bend the gate? Come on, man. But in all reality, where the snow pile was, you could like get in. It was like open up top, but all the clowns were back there. Not ICP, like the stage clowns.
Right.
So I stood there for like 10 minutes. Just no one even bothered to look at me. I just stood there awkwardly, like I was smoking or on the phone or something, which I wasn't doing either. Just waiting for them to go back in, because I was gonna fucking try to sneak in that hole. They never went back in. PJ and them came around. They're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "I don't know. I was gonna try, but they're just here. I'm not gonna climb a snow mountain while they watch me do it." And I was like, "What you said about the fence bending? That's not true. I guess there used to be like a spot where it's broke.
Yeah,
that wasn't there anymore. But I feel like the hole may have been big enough, or maybe I was just thinking skinny. I don't know." So then, whatever. Dallas was like, "I'm out. I'm not dealing with this." Yeah. And I was like, "I didn't come all this way to not go to this motherfucker, right?"
Yeah.
And so I was like, we walked around back to where we were, past the entrance door where they want us to go in. PJ was like, "I'm going this way." I was like, "No, there's a door. There's another door over here." He was like, "I'm pretty sure I can go this way." I was like, "All right, well, if one of us gets in, we have to wait for the other." So we didn't have phones. We didn't have a way to contact these. We should have went back and got them, because now we're sneaking in. We could have had a phone, but
yeah,
we didn't think about it. So I walked. There's this like a makeshift bridge in the back. This like they just made it. Like people don't normally go there, I guess. So I walked up and there's a door. I'm like, who knows what's gonna happen on the other side? Right as I walk up, Hoodoo comes right out the door. He just got off stage. He did a set. And he's standing there with the dude, the guy who was like blocking the door, like who would be managing the door.
Yeah.
Walked out with Hoodoo. Hoodoo asked him for a lighter. He went to give him a lighter, dropped it in this makeshift bridge. So they're trying to find his lighter. I was like, "Ooh, my hands are cold," and kind of just walked back in for the first time. And I just walked in the door, right? And I was like, "I'm in there." And I'm in the most backstage area there is. Like, they're doing this production, right? I didn't realize how big this production was.
Fucking Jay's probably listening to this right now and be like, "That motherfucker."
Whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude.
It's OG Juggalo shit. I snuck right in there, bitch.
He'd probably be laughing at
So
that.
you walk
We are
in.
never doing business with Replicon Radio.
And it's like a fucking.
It's okay. You got to start business.
It's the whole TV production. There's like 15 people, like 20-something TV monitors, all with headsets on, just, editing the live video as it happens. I'm like, oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm like, where do I go? I'm like looking, trying to figure out what I do.
I'm not supposed to be in this command center.
I look directly in front of me. So these guys are all to my right. All these people working with all these screens and boards and shit, right? Directly in front of me, there's two chairs. Manny and Shaggy sitting there. Shaggy looked at me and just looked back down at his phone. I was like, whatever.
I'm sure he had a Replicon shirt on too, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Well, yeah.
And Manny didn't care. So nobody bothered. Nobody cared. I'm just standing there. I'm trying to figure out where to go. So like the way the stage is set up is like a U, right? Because there was 3 stages,
right? And
the Juggalos were in the center. Well, I'm behind the last part of the U. The show's going on to the right of me, which looked like we're the place to go. So I was like, I'm not going over there because someone is on stage over there.
Right.
So I was like, I should wait till they're on the stage over here, and then I can make my way around to the crowd. So I just kind of stood there like I was supposed to be there or something. Well, then Manny took Shaggy because they were going back up on stage over to where the group was. And then I saw Billy, Dougie, a bunch of people. They all kind of looked at me. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not. I felt them looking at me. They said something to Manny. A couple minutes later, Manny came up and he's like, "Hey, man, come over here with me." And I was like, I'm out, right? He walks me over. God, I never should have said his name. Fuck. I might get him in trouble now. He walks me over to the left side where no one was, and he's like, "Just go right through there." I was like, "Okay." So I walk through this darkness hallway.
Yeah.
I'm on one of the other stages, like behind it.
Yeah.
So like it's like the stage, the banner, the curtain, and me. And I'm like, so I keep walking. It's like wall. I feel like I was in a haunted house.
Yeah.
Wall. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I look, there's this little gap, and there's like a stool. Like, clearly people are using it to get access, right? I'm like, okay, I step on the stool. As soon as I turn around, there's like a wall, like it's just a hole that's big enough for a person. Obviously, they had crew going in and out of there.
Yeah.
I'm right at the side of the stage. There's a bunch of juggalos sitting there, and then it opens up to the audience.
Oh, shit.
So I just sat down, spun around, and I was there. And I saw fucking Vinny. I saw Zane. I saw Keegan. I was like, oh my God, what's up? And then it was just fucking awesome. Like, I just watched the whole show after that.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was great. And I everything was good. Everything went great. Like, it was fun. I watched the show. The show was dope. There was no Fago, which was upsetting. But other than that, it was fucking great. I was a little worrisome. There was a lot of people in a small space.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw tons of people, man.
Not a mask in sight.
No, a lot of people were. Most people were wearing masks, to be honest. But it was super dope. The show was hella fun. It was wild. We got out. Old boy at the door acted like none of that shit ever happened. He was super nice. And I was like, "Here's a sticker for you, bud." And I gave him a sticker.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, trying to have no problem. PJ's
Oh,
waiting.
now he didn't have a problem all of a sudden?
No. PJ was outside waiting. I was like, I was like, I wish you would have came my way. Who knows if the things would have worked out? Two dudes standing there. You never know. I don't know. But I was worried. He was mad. It was all good, and it was dope, man. I was like, for real, I was like hyped because I was like, that's some OG Juggalo shit. Like, I just snuck in that motherfucker. Not only did I sneak in the concert, I snuck into Psychopathic Records for a concert at the last event ever to be held at Psychopathic Records.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt super Juggalo.
Yeah.
The only thing was missing was Fago. Like, I wasn't soaking wet, like, yeah. But other than that, it was
anytime you find a command center sneaking into a concert, dude, like, oh,
yeah,
no.
I was, you could imagine, like, how I felt. I was like, oh, fuck, what have I done?
Yeah, fuck.
This is not the door I wanted to sneak into.
You just walk in there and start yelling out names, or yelling out orders. Like, go to Cameron 24.
Right.
But it was fresh, man. Everything was dope. Like, and it was cool how they did it. Like, I missed a little bit of it because the way they did it.
Yeah.
So, like, they had the opening acts, and then they had the main show, which included the homeboy Zitro. They added last minute because he killed the Gong Show on Monday. I'll tell you more about that off air. But make sure you guys check out Zitro. And but he was dope. That Jay Villain dude was dope. And then they did then it all started. And I can't remember who was I wasn't there, so that's why I don't remember. But I rewatched it, like, online. Yeah. So it was like, boom. I actually think ICP might have been first after the openers. Yeah. Like, all of a sudden the fucking light just came on over here, and ICP did a set. And then fucking light came on over here, and it's fucking Ouija. And then the light came on over here, and it's Hoodoo. And then the light came on over here, and ICP's back.
So it was like a stage that
I guess. I don't know.
Well, how like live plays go, they have different stages set up, and then, they go, ooh, and scene, and it goes to the next area. Oh, really? Or they rotate the stage and all that shit. Yeah.
It was dope. But you were like, the Juggalos were in the center. So, like, if you're watching ICP and they end, you literally, now you're front row, and now you're back row for Ouija Mac. Yeah. Because he's over there, or whatever, whoever it was.
Everybody just kind of shuffles, you just hear all the feet.
Ouija did a set, Ouija did a couple sets, Hoodoo did a few sets, ICP did like 3 sets, DJ Clay came out and did a set. I feel like some other people, I can't remember right now.
How long was this concert?
It's like 3 hours. Well, probably 3.5 maybe. Because they did, like, ICP would do like 30 minutes and then disappear, and then Hoodoo would come out and do 20 and disappear. And, you know what I'm saying? And it was non-stop. There was no break once it started.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was cool. And the fucking place was all decked out. Mm-hmm. Like, they had a whole, like, time theme, which Jay's been on for a minute, so maybe it's something's happening or something. But, like, each stage had a different, like, one had a sundial, one had an actual clock that was like, psychopathic dial. One had the thing you tip over with the sand.
Oh yeah,
hourglass.
Yeah, and then the ceilings, all coming down from the ceilings was all this weird ass shit, as if it was floating. It was all white. Everything was white, but there was like a You know, there's a chainsaw, there's a fucking noose, there's a fucking axe, there's fucking there might even be like a lawnmower. I don't fucking know. There's all kinds of shit just hanging from the ceiling, white, and then the banners had white clocks, and everything else was just blacked out. It was wild looking, like some Alice in Wonderland type looking shit.
Yeah, man. I'm getting that vibe.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was cool as hell, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hadn't gone that long without seeing ICP since like 1994.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of fucking having withdrawals, but it was all dope, man. It was so much fun. Like, it's probably more of the story, but and then so not fun for Juggalos to listen to, I guess. But my way home, I stopped in Chicago to see our homegirl Barbie. We're gonna get some lunch. Barbie says, "What's up, bro?
What up?"
And you know, she does all the haunt stuff.
Yeah.
So that was like right down the street. So I went to a real haunted house, and it felt like the other one. And it was a closed haunted house that's fully set up though.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna die. I felt like I was gonna actually get murdered.
Having worked years at a haunted house, it is more creepy when the haunted house is
100%.
Than it is open.
Especially when the person in front of you is there every day
and
then knows their way around. They're like, "Come on!" I'm like, "I can't see literally anything," and I come around a corner and there's cages and fucking scaries.
It's even terrifying when the lights are on, like, and there's daylight coming in through some of the windows, and you just know there's nobody on the floor, and you have to walk to your scene or walk somewhere, and it's like, fuck that.
Yeah, it was wild. But then they also have like laser tag and axe throwing, and I had never done axe throwing before. So they're gonna do it. So then
I did a few months ago.
I spent like
fun shit.
I thought I was gonna be there in an hour, like getting lunch and maybe looking at her work. Mm-hmm. I ended up playing another hour and a half of throwing axes, and then looking at all the fucking masks and costumes. Like, I was having a good time, but I was like, oh fuck, like I still got like a long ass drive home. Like, I'm not even halfway there yet.
Oh shit.
So it ended up being a pretty late night. And then I stopped again in some other random ass Illinois town, and because I needed to eat again, because it's time to eat. It was dinner time again.
Yeah.
And I got to see the homegirl Marissa, so we just ate real quick, and then I had to hit the road because I was already fucking late. So I didn't even get back home till like midnight.
Yeah.
A long ass drive home, but I got to see so many people. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, that was the coolest part. Like I said, like, I seen them on the way home. I didn't see anybody on the way there because I was in a hurry, but I saw like almost anyone I could think of in Detroit that I wanted to see. I saw at least for a second, like, especially at the show.
That's a good trip.
Yeah, like Destin. I saw Destin and Kim. Mm-hmm. What up, fam? A lot of perp in the house. Like, I got to talk to everyone for like a couple minutes in this fucking crazy circle of ICP and Ouija. Like, it was dope, man. I'm telling you, the only thing missing is Fago should have started flying in that bitch. And I assumed there would be, because their whole thing was like, this is the last shit. Yeah. We sold the building. It's sold. Let's fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like, they said that. It wasn't my idea. You know what I'm saying? So I assumed we're throwing Fago and going crazy. But at the same time, I also saw the fucking shit in the back. Yeah. And if they're the one fucking crazy on Fago and the Juggalos a little crazy at the end, you'd be probably ruining $1 million worth of shit.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, you know what I mean? But I don't know, 50 feet away from the back of one, at least one of the stages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A whole fucking thing. But it was dope, man. It was super fresh. I don't even know what to say except for I had a great time.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Happy birthday, Bakelo and Zitro.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh. You're welcome, man. There's fucking all kinds of people in this chat room. I didn't even get to see any of this shit. What up, y'all?
What up, y'all?
What up, Nobody Man? What up, Don Cass? What up, Brooklyn Menace? What up, Jim Stockham? What up, Stannis760? What up, nobody talking in the other chat?
They're all here thinking we're going to talk about the awards.
They probably are. Those are still happening.
But nope, not today.
You guys want to know about the awards?
No. Is there updates?
Yeah, the same update we had. Well, I guess we never really announced an update. We just talked about it.
We did not.
So these are going on longer than the previous years.
Absolutely.
Why?
Well, you know why.
Because you haven't won yet?
Well, no, because we didn't have awards to give to people.
Well, yeah, we can still take them down.
Yeah, but then they just have to wait long. That's even worse.
Cool.
I'd rather wait to see if I won than know I won and have to wait another month to fucking tell someone about it.
Exactly. That's why you're waiting for your...
I'm saying in general, not me. I've been winning. I could have stopped it a week. I'd have won.
Stop.
I could have already done it and won. I could have already done that. I promise you.
Imagine that. Nobody can see numbers and P's going to win.
Everyone can see.
A little fishy.
That's right. I did it on purpose. But anyway, for the people that do want the updates, The awards are still live, and we haven't really been pushing them because, well, just because we haven't been pushing them because we didn't want you to fucking talk about them because they're going on for so long because we had to make a change this year in the actual awards.
Very last minute.
So the production, very last minute production of the actual awards got fucked up. So I wanted to at least figure out what we were gonna do. You know what I mean? Because at first we didn't even know what to do. So I think now we know what we're doing. We should be good to go. And we'll probably start announcing like 1 week left or whatever real soon, and then we'll push it again. You know what I mean? But they're still up. All the voting's still there. It's all still live. Everyone still has there's nothing. Nobody's too crazy. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy going on. And we just stopped. I personally just kind of stopped talking about it, so y'all kind of forgot. We pushed it again.
We did. We needed to buy a little bit of time.
But we're gonna have brand new Replicon Radio Awards this year. They're gonna be way different than they've ever been. They're gonna be dope. So you're gonna want to win one. Yeah. If you're out there and you're on that list. Because they're fresh. But they're still going on. And, well, sort of, but no. Montana Josh. Fan of the year. We do something. It's not really a fan. But sometimes a fan wins. Yeah. Twice a fan has won the award we do. But it's not necessarily a fan. It's just the Replicon of the year, the person that we felt like helps us and does, the above and beyond type of deal. Yep. But yeah, fresh. Anything else before we take a quick break? No. All right. Well, hey, everybody tuned in on the YouTube chat. We have to take a quick break because we have a guest coming up, Mr. Too Tough Tony. The stream is going to stop because that's what happens on YouTube now. But that's okay because we'll be back after the break with a brand new stream. So you just hang on and
go get you some pizza.
Yeah, eat your pizza that you ordered. It's cold now. And
it is very cold.
And we'll be back after the break to hang out some more. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna keep talking kind of slow until this
till it loads up.
Yeah, until this loads up, and then everybody on YouTube, just look for the new stream. We're talking like a few minutes, if that.